6 minutes of the game. So what has the referee given here? No penalty. So it's been decided that the foul was committed outside the penalty area. I've got to be honest, I'm a little bit surprised by that. When I looked at those two replays, I'm a little bit better with that one. But Germany find themselves deservedly one up. They've been past the line. But the referee, well, the VAR officials, but rather, have deemed it that the beginning of the foul, so when the first contact was made, was outside the penalty area, just, and we are talking like half a yard here. So Scotland are still in trouble. It's a free kick, about as close to the goal line as we possibly can get without it being in the penalty area. So there's still a big chance here for Germany. We're into the 27th minute now. It's a huge wall that's being lined up here. So the wall itself is behind the penalty spot. That's how close this free kick is. So we're talking literally about half a yard off where the edge of the penalty area is here. That's how close this free kick is. Who's lining up for this set piece then? We've got about 3 players here for Germany. Circling here like vultures. They want to really go in for the kill here on this game, because if this was to go in, it's surely already game over for Scotland in this match. It looks as if it might be Joshua Kimmich to go for it here. The free kick comes in. Oh, and it's saved. I think it takes a tiny deflection. It was Kai Havertz to take the set piece in the end. It looked as if it was going to be Kimmich. It was Havertz. We're having another look at the replay, by the way, of the foul. It's so close as to whether you would judge it to be inside or outside the area. And yeah, we're just seeing a reverse angle of that free kick now. And it did take a little deflection off a Scotland player. And it only needed to go just a couple of yards the other way, and the goalkeeper would have been completely wrong-footed. But Angus Gunn makes the save, and more importantly, he gathers the ball as well, so he doesn't spill the ball and allow a German player a very easy rebound to convert. So it's still 2-0, but Scotland are in a world of trouble here at the moment. They're pretty fortunate to not be even further behind. They've just been absolutely bullied out of this game by a very impressive looking Germany side. And Julian Nagelsmann, the manager, of course has not been first team manager of Germany all that long, must be very pleased with the start that the national team has made here for Germany. Because Julian Nagelsmann is only 36 years old, incredibly young to be, well, a manager at any level, but to be a manager at one of the biggest competitions there is, pretty remarkable. He's the same age as me. Pretty remarkable, and he's managing in the opening game of Euro 2024. Remarkable. But yeah, he only became manager in 2023 in September, so he's not even been Germany manager for a full 12 months yet. Back here in Munich then, Germany are knocking on the door once more on the right wing here. Every single German outfield player, not just inside Scotland's own half, but even players like Cruz and Tarr are still only around about 35 yards away from the goal line. This is some severe pressure here that Scotland are having to deal with. Tarr just is given the ball back again by Rudiger. Germany just looks so controlled in possession, and Scotland at the moment just have not got an answer at all. Not got an answer. Rudiger. Now Tarr inside the centre circle. Cruz. Now Andrich. Back to Cruz. Now to the right wing. Kimmich. Tries a through ball. Tries to find Havertz. Ooh, that's surely that's a bad challenge. That is the first booking then. Poor challenge there from number 23 for Germany, Robert Andrich of Bayer Leverkusen, just scythed through Scott McTominay. Almost wins the ball, but no, that is a definite foul, and that is the first booking of the tournament then, so that's been given to Robert Andrich, so he just needs to be careful for the rest of the match. So Robert Andrich then with the first booking of this tournament, 30 minutes into the game. So just a reminder then, if you just tuned in, Germany 2, Scotland 0 after 30 minutes played. Florian Wirtz and Jamal Musiala with the opening goals then of Euro 2024. And you've got to think that if Scotland are going to get anything from this game, they have to get the next goal if they are going to get anything. But if Germany were to get one more by half-time, you do worry about how many might just go in for Germany. Scotland have got to stay in this mentally. And I feel like if Scotland are to at least keep this, dignified, shall we say, they need to stay in this game mentally and not concede again before half-time. Otherwise, the floodgates may well and truly open here. Scotland with a lofted ball into the middle here. Oh, and it's given us offside, though, in the end. Havertz did actually have the ball in the back of the net following his effort. I think he knew immediately that the flag had already gone up. It was actually a handball from Havertz, almost off his shoulder, but it was the correct decision. It did come off his arm initially there. So it'll be a free kick for Scotland to take inside their own penalty area. The Norwich City's Angus Gunn. Still feel like Gunn could have done better with that first goal, I must say. I'm sure he'll be his own harshest critic. And I do get the feeling he's going to have a busy remainder of the game to come. Long free kick taken then by Gunn. That's very calmly headed back to the goalkeeper by Tar, back to Neuer. Now Mittelstadt on the left for Germany. Cruz just sort of sitting in that anchor role, just always seems to have all the time in the world here. Long ball this time from Germany. Oof, and Gunn just had to time that to perfection. He claimed the ball ahead of Kai Havertz, but he was so close to handling the ball outside of his penalty area. In Scotland really don't need to make this any more difficult than what it already is for them. They need to definitely make sure they remain with 11 men here. Into the 34th minute. The game has flown by, I must say. It really has. Usually you do tend to see quite cagey starts to tournaments, but Germany have started this one very, very quickly indeed. So they're 2-0 up, 34 minutes played. Now Germany just trying to advance down the middle. Usually they've had their most joy actually going down the left wing, but just going down the middle there, and Cruz just being fouled in the end by, looks like it was Ryan Christie actually, Bournemouth striker, just dropping back. Christie having a very tough game. He's been pretty isolated up front. He's not really had much support from Che Adams, the Southampton forward, either. Just wonder if Scotland really got the right shape for the start of this game, because they've looked very isolated in their defence as well. So in terms of total attempts, Germany have actually only had 3. But all 3 have been on target, and 2 of them have found the back of the net, whereas Scotland have not had a single opportunity on or off target yet. Packed crowd here at the Alliance Arena, obviously, for, as you'd expect, for this opening game of the tournament. Now Musiala is dancing his way past one Scottish marker. Almost gets past another here, but Scotland are able to drag the ball away. Now it's Ralston, the Celtic fullback, just coming under a lot of pressure, but he does well to keep the ball, and now Scotland can actually break here. On the left wing, now into the left of centre. Ball lofted into the penalty area. Tries to find Che Adams, but Mittelstadt clears the ball, and that's probably the most important piece of defending that Germany have had to do yet in this game. They were just put under a little bit of pressure there, and Mittelstadt's clearance actually came off Adams last, so it will be a throw into Germany on the left flank, deep inside their own half. So still waiting for this throw-in to be taken here. Just Tony Cruz taking his time. Loose ball is cut out then by Scotland, and the ball is nodded back all the way from number 6 Kieran Tierney back to Angus Gunn. Gunn taking his time as well. Now Ryan Porteous, the Watford centre half here. Game has just slowed down a little bit now. And the excitement of the start of the tournament, it certainly got to Germany, and you do feel like the nerves really got to Scotland, but it does seem to have just settled down now. It is in terms of how the possession is being shared out now as well, and the tempo of the game, particularly from Germany's perspective, has slowed down. Just bear with me with how my throat is just at the moment. It's a little bit dry, but we will get you through to the end of the game, don't you worry. Rudiger back to Tar, Germany's central defensive partnership of a very comfortable game so far, and able to take the time and play the ball out of defence very leisurely. That's better from Scotland. They pressed better there, and they were actually able to win the loose ball. But Germany press high and quick themselves, and Scotland are forced to play the ball quickly and long. And now Germany are able to cut out the loose ball. Last touch comes from Tar, so Scotland will win a throw-in. Could actually have been given as a foul there. Wonder if it will retrospectively be given as a foul if the referee just has a quick chat with his assistant. And it has been given, so Scotland with the free kick then on the right of centre. We're a long way from goal, so we certainly won't have a shot on goal here. We're about 40 yards away from the goal line, but in a game of slim pickings for the Tartan Army so far, this is probably Scotland's best chance of creating something. So we've got a free kick inside Germany's own half, about 40 yards out from the right of centre. So this will be flown in inside the penalty area. They're just not enough bodies in the right area there from Scotland's perspective, and Germany are able to deal with that very, very comfortably. Now Scotland playing the long ball again. They've been able to retain possession though in the middle. This has been Scotland's best spell of the first half so far. Christie now just trying to find some sustained time with the ball. Goes down, appeals for a foul. Nothing given though by the referee or by his assistant. Last touch comes from Callum McGregor, so it'll be a throw into Germany on their right wing, just inside their own half, about 10 yards away behind the halfway line. Into the 39th minute then, so around 6 minutes to go, and to be honest, I can't see there being too much injury time. The only real breaks in play that we've had have been from the goals themselves, so at the moment I can't see there being much in the way of stoppage time. Rudiger with the ball on the right of centre, just about 10 yards away from the halfway line. Now Mittelstadt going down the left wing, gets some support here from Wirtz, who's looked very lively whenever he's been on the ball, just on the outskirts of the penalty area. Scotland coming under a lot of pressure just all of a sudden again. Rudiger goes for goal, but very ambitious, and that's easy for Gunn to claim. Very ambitious shot there from probably just over 30 yards from Rudiger. Get the feeling he probably would not have attempted something like that had the score been 0-0. But with Germany already 2 up, fancied a try of going for glory there from long range. Nice little spell here from Germany. Mittelstadt again on the left. Good support here from Wirtz once again on the left wing. Now just inside the penalty area. Scotland with about 7 players inside their own penalty area. That's a sign of just how much pressure they're coming under once more. Musiala finds support from the right of centre from Tar. Musiala, Mittelstadt, back to Musiala. He's had a great game so far. Tar again, the Leverkusen defender. Cruz, back to Tar once more. Nice phase of short passing there from the hosts. Cruz almost playing as a centre half here at the moment. Now Musiala has been allowed some space here on the left of centre. He'll revert to the centre itself, right into the middle of play. That's fantastic from Germany. Kimmich with the ball floated in. It's a chance. Oh, and it's somehow not gone in here. But it's not over. And it's a block from Scotland. How on earth did Germany not make it 3-0? We'll need to see a replay of that because Germany were within an inch of just getting the right connection there from extending their lead to 3-0. Let's have a look at an immediate replay. So the header from close range was palmed away by Gunn, and somehow a Scottish defender got to the ball first to prevent an easy tap-in for a rebound goal there. And it was a great challenge there from Porteous. I wonder if VAR might have a look into that though to see if he definitely connected with the ball first. There was a close range header from Germany and the rebound comes so close to falling to Kai Havertz. The ball just eludes him and then Porteous comes in with a very strong challenge there on Ilkay Gundogan, the former Manchester City player. And Germany came within inches there of extending their lead to make it 3-0. And we are indeed, I did mention, would VAR actually have a little look here to see if Porteous' challenge was actually a valid one, whether he actually did win the ball first, because it was a very robust challenge because of the desperation of the situation here. He had to go in for the lunge, but was it actually a fair challenge? Because VAR are officially doing a potential penalty check. Referee looking very, very thoughtful here as he's waiting for his next instructions. He's just having a quick word with Andrew Robertson, the Liverpool and Scotland fullback, and is the Scotland captain. But VAR are still looking into this, and I think the referee might even be now being called over to have a look at the video. He is having a look at this. So it looks like the referee, yep. The referee is now going over to his screen, right in front of the fan base here. So, first replay that I can see. I think he touches the ball first, but it is a strong challenge, and he then goes in two-footed into Ilkay Gundogan. And I think the referee has made his decision here, and it's a penalty. It is a penalty. Ilkay Gundogan has won a penalty here for Germany. And Germany have the chance here to virtually make it game, set and match just before half-time. It looks as if it's going to be Arsenal's Kai Havertz that's going to take the penalty. He's got the ball in his hands at the moment. Ryan Porteous and Andrew Robertson are still remonstrating with the referee. We'll have another look at the replay here. I'd say Porteous, the first connection he makes is with the ball, but it's a very heavy challenge on both feet. Oh, he's been sent off. Porteous has been sent off. Scotland are down. Oh, it gets even worse for Scotland. They're down to 10 men. They're 2-0 down. They've conceded a penalty. They're now down to 10 men. I'd say Porteous got the ball first, but then he goes right through Gundogan with both feet. And they're the key words there, both feet. And that's been deemed as dangerous play retrospectively by the referee when he looked at the video replay. Scotland are down to 10 men. Porteous is sent off. Kai Havertz is now about to take a penalty here, and if he scores, Germany will be 3-0 up on the stroke of half-time. Havertz will take with his left. Havertz versus Gunn. Big sigh there from Havertz, getting himself psyched up for this penalty. He knows if he gets this in, it's surely already game over in this opening match of Euro 2024. We've just gone into the 45th minute. We're still waiting for the referee to blow the whistle. Kai Havertz, he will take left-footed. He steps up and he scores! It's 3-0 to Germany. A dream start for the host nation. An awful start for the Tartan Army, and it's Germany 3, Scotland 0. And to make matters worse, Scotland are down to 10 men. Ryan Porteous has been sent off for foul play, for dangerous foul play, with a 2-footed challenge. And Kai Havertz converts the penalty, sends Angus Gunn the wrong way. We've got 3 minutes of additional time, by the way, that's been allocated by the fourth official. We've already had one of those minutes played following that goal there. But Havertz cleverly just pauses as he's about to take the kick. He waits for Angus Gunn to make the first move, and he comfortably and confidently sends Gunn the wrong way. My word, there are some sad faces in the Tartan Army away crowd here. So it's 3-0 to Germany. We've only got about 90 seconds left here of this first half, but goodness me, and Germany could make things even worse for Scotland here. They want a fourth. Right wing delivery comes in, but that is easy for Angus Gunn to claim. And Steve Clarke looks pretty despondent, it has to be said. There's around a minute left then, and there's already a lot of Scotland supporters with their hands on their heads. Germany 3, Scotland 0. With a minute left of stoppage time in the first half. So the first goal notched by Florian Wirtz, second goal slotted in by Jamal Musiala, and then only about 90 seconds ago, penalty conceded. That's converted by Arsenal's Kai Havertz, and to make matters even worse for Scotland, Ryan Porteous has been sent off for Watford's centre-half. And, well, you don't want to sound too harsh, but Scotland, this could not have been a worse start to the tournament for the Tartan Army. Now that they're down to 10, they've got a mountain to climb to just make sure that the scoreline is kept respectable here. They've won a free kick, actually, just on the left wing inside Germany's own half. You've got to think, if Scotland have got any chance at all of somehow getting something from this game, then you're going to have to get a goal from a set piece. Is going to be their best opportunity, so they may as well look to get one here. I'm pretty sure this will be the last action of the first half. It's headed away initially by the German defence. Scotland back in possession with McTominay. Now Ralston. And that's the half-time whistle. So just an extra 30 seconds added on to the initial 3 minutes of injury time. But that is now half-time. So we've had the opening 45 minutes of Euro 2024. And if you're a Germany fan, you are in dreamland. If you are a Scotland fan, oh dear, it could well be a long second half to come. Germany 3, Scotland 0, and Scotland are also down to 10 men. Don't go anywhere. We'll be taking a 10 to 12 minute break, with it now being half time, but we will for the start of the second half. So don't go anywhere. Have a quick drink, have a quick break, but stay with us. Get back to us for the coverage of the second half, because I've got a feeling there's going to be more goals to come. So at half time, I've been Matthew Rhodes, and it's Germany 3, Scotland.
The summer of sport is finally here, and surely there can be no better setting.
Aren't you lot supposed to be in Paris?
Than right here in good old Blighty.
And here they come, calm, focused, hungry.
Incredible teamwork from these two seasoned pros.
She looks determined, passing the baton to the next generation there.
Ellie Simmons out of nowhere.
Ruthless, Steve.
What a spectacle. Have you ever seen anything like this? Oh, he's overcooked that.
And here's Team British Gas.
Oh, we're back in the game.
And the fans are loving that.
Great seats we got here, Jenny.
I was sitting on a plant pot, Steve.
British Gas, powering home fans.
I mean to fight this war and win it.
Not against the king, and I will pay it back 100 times over.
You must crush this beast at its head. The path to victory now is one of violence.
To war, then.
We fight for our queen!
Can they get this all-important?
It's hard to see the screen in the pub. Stay in with 2 pizzas and 4 beers. Now £5 for members at Co-op.
The only phone with best take. That's Google AI. All in Google Pixel 8, proud partner of the England teams.
This UEFA Euro 2024 programme is sponsored by Lidl.
Two live games for you tomorrow. Hungary, Switzerland in this same group, then Spain, Croatia. Highlights including Italy, Albania from just after midnight. Now, you can lose 2 games and still qualify because of the third place teams going through. But, Graham, do not get thumped. These Scottish fans have come a long, long way for this.
Goal difference.
Don't get hammered.
Yeah, you don't get bashed up, and that was a great fear tonight. I thought they'd find it very difficult tonight, and then I was saying to myself, don't get bashed up, because it happened to me when I was in the World Cup in '82. We got beat by Brazil 4, and then we conceded 2 to New Zealand. That cost us dearly, and that's what we're looking at now.
But don't worry, you talk about the goal difference, your confidence. You don't want to come off losing 5-6 goals. That would knock everyone's confidence. The feel-good factors can leave you very, very quickly.
What's he going to do now? Does he take Sheehan's off and do what? What does he do now?
Oh, that's Grant Hanley coming on, isn't it? Because they've obviously had one of the centre-halves...
Who's off?
Off. And Pascal Gross is coming on, the 2 number 5. Now, presumably Gross is coming from Gundogan. That's a big guess. I'd say, Hanley's going to come on for somebody... Oh, Andrich has gone...
The worry for...
No, Andrich's gone off, actually.
Okay. But also the worry is, with Germany, they've got runners, so they've got people who are going to keep trying to get in behind you. And these lads will struggle for pace. Big problem for them.
Who's he coming?
Well, let's find out. Ali and Sam can tell us, but another centre-half has come on, presumably to keep 3 centre-halves on the pitch. We'll find out from Ali McCoist and Sam Matterface.
We too are trying to decipher that at this moment in time, and Grant Hanley is in the middle of the Scotland defence for the start of the second half.
He's taken Adams off, hasn't he?
Jay Adams is the one who has departed, has not come out for the second half as we prepare to get underway. If Scotland had a plan, it unravelled faster than Musiala's feet. It was a first half that was littered with mistakes. Germany can do that to anyone, Ali, but what do you put it down to?
Well, defensively, poor decisions. What the boys said at half-time. Sam, you know, there was no real belief. I think the goalkeeper should probably do well at the first goal, but, you know, the German have been excellent. You've got to say they've been absolutely excellent, but we didn't come to terms with them in wide areas. I mentioned problems with playing a narrow middle, but when you play a narrow middle, you can't allow gaps between your middle and your back 5. And that's the problem, or one of the problems. Another problem being in wide areas, Mittelstadt and Kimmich getting forward. So this is going to be a long, long 45 minutes for Scotland. But you've got to play for enormous pride.
They have a free kick situation here, which they will try to do damage from. Scott McTominay is presiding over it. Hendry is in the 6-yard box. So is John McGinn, disrupting the goalkeeper's eye line. He's gone across there now. There's a lot of movement inside that area. It hits Kai Havertz. Christie had flashed across the Arsenal man.
I can understand why he's made the substitution, Steve Clarke, but it's going to be interesting to see. The first time Germany get good possession of the ball. I think it'll just be a 5 and a 4. And if I thought it was difficult when they get out in the first half, I'd have to say it might be virtually impossible in the second half.
Is it about trying to restore a little bit of confidence? Shea Adams only had 13 touches in that first half. John McGinn only had 10. But is it about just trying to sort of say, dig in,
you've got
so that you've got a bit of...
Yeah, you've got to show a bit of mettle, you've got to show a bit of belief, a bit of resilience. You're absolutely right.
Tierney. Flashing that through the box, and McGregor was arriving late. Musiala has escaped, and Florian Wirtz has got hold of it now, being chased by Ralston. He takes his legs and gets a yellow card.
Yeah, I knew he was getting it. But it's worth mentioning again, dear me, Musiala. His feet there. Again, there, look at this. Right to left, back onto his right, and he just fires it into Wirtz. Ralston comes across, clear free kick, clear yellow card.
Hasn't had too much football. He's been back up at Celtic to Alistair Johnston. He's a good defender. He got into the squad, though, largely because of the injuries to Hickey and Patterson. This is tough. A lot of those Scotland supporters behind the goal away to our left-hand side, and for those watching at home, it could be quite a tricky 45 minutes.
Well, do you know something, Sam? It may be a crazy thing I'm about to say, but one of the best things that maybe could happen in Scotland right now is Germany.
This is Mittelschlag. Now Tart. Close again. McGinn was well stationed. He went to try and escape, but looked like Gundogan got the ball. When you're spending so much time without possession, 34% of it so far, sometimes you feel like you're...
So still currently Germany 3, Scotland 0. Now Scotland looking to play the ball out of defence here. Great pressing from Germany, and they're able to panic Scotland into the error. They win the ball once again. Musiala, very quick on the ball there. Good link-up play with Gundogan. Now Wirtz is looking for a second for the night. Good pressure here. Gundogan, you could see what he was trying to do there. Lofted ball into the penalty area, but just too much on it. Too much weight on it, and the ball rolls out harmlessly for a goal kick for Angus Gunn to take. Camera here just panning back to Germany manager Julian Nagelsmann. Certainly will be very, very happy with the start that Die Mannschaft has made. Scotland to take this goal kick then through Angus Gunn of Norwich City. Long ball. And Germany's defence are easily able to deal with it. Rudiger now passes the ball to Kimmich. Gross. Now to the left, Mittelstadt. Back to Gross. Germany just taking the time here, just leisurely playing the ball out of defence. Now coming up to the halfway line, plenty of options. Musiala, with a heavy touch there from the Bayern Munich talisman, but we're able to keep the ball. Gross passes the ball back to Neuer. Now Tar. Bring the ball out of defence once more. Find support through Mittelstadt on the left. Scotland trying to press as high and as quickly as they can, but Germany is still able to retain. Long ball in the end, and now Scotland can finally claim the ball. Begin. Just on the left of centre. Well held up. Find support here. And just pass the ball back to Tierney. Now McTominay. And Scotland have just been able to win the throw-in. Ball coming off Mittelstadt's last. But just a reminder, Scotland have made one substitution. That was at half-time, so that's Grant Hanley, who has come on to attempt to shore up Scotland's defence after the red card that was shown to Ryan Porteous. Now Rudiger passes the ball out to Kimmich. Gross. Now Tar. Germany playing the ball a little bit quicker now. Now onto the left wing. Wirtz. Really like the look of Wirtz so far in this game. He's done a lot of nice things just on that left wing with the support he's been able to give. And he's impressed me a lot, as well as Musiala too. As well as Mittelstadt on that left. They've played some nice stuff there, Germany, so far. Now they break down the left wing again, 10 minutes into the second half. Doesn't find the desired target though, and now Scotland will look to break here with Robertson on the left. Tries to feed the ball to Christie, but again, Christie can barely get a touch of the ball because he's so isolated now up front. Because now that they've gone down to 10 men, Scotland have had to shore up the defence with Grant Hanley. He's come on for Che Adams, so Ryan Christie really is on his own now up front, and tough old game for the Bournemouth striker. This is his 50th appearance for the Tartan Army. Germany breaking down the left again, and they've won a corner. Comes off Ralston last, so it's going to be a corner from the left corner quadrant for Germany to take as they look to extend their lead to make it 4-0. And surely a fourth goal here would surely be the end of the game as a contest. So, corner's taken short. Now it's a long-range shot and it's a good block in the end from Hanley. And Scotland look to hurriedly clear the ball away, but only goes back to Germany. Again, Germany pressuring Scotland on that left wing. Now just inside the penalty area through Wirtz. Support from Musiala. Now Kimmich could go for goal here. It's about 30 yards out. He goes for goal. Good block from Hanley once again. Now the ball is headed away by the number 8, McGregor. He's back into Germany's possession once more here in midfield. Pressing so high up now, and Scotland are having to soak up a lot of pressure here. Gross, Tar. Gross and Rudiger are the last two outfield players back for Germany, and even they're only about 30 yards away from the goal line. That's how much Germany are pressing at the moment, and they're really adding some pressure here on the left wing inside the penalty area now. Ball goes across the face of goal, and it's an effort in the end from Wirtz, and it just goes over the bar. So close there for Germany. They almost extend their lead. I think it was Wirtz there with the opportunity in the end, and it is. So Wirtz, who got the opening goal of the game and of this tournament. Oh, and that's so close. He gets it nicely on the half volley, and it just goes over the bar. We're talking just a matter of inches there, and Germany so close to extending their lead to 4-0. Of course, the first 3 goals came from Wirtz himself, then followed by Musiala, and then a converted penalty by Kai Havertz. And that was after the straight red card for Scotland's Ryan Porteous of Watford. It's about 13 minutes then into the second half. Still Germany 3, Scotland 0. One more Germany goal surely ends this game as any sort of contest here. You do get the impression that this is now already just damage limitation for Scotland. Just a reminder, of course, that we've got 3 games in the Euros to come tomorrow. We'll just come on to that a little bit later. Germany just pressing now again on the left wing. It's Wirtz now going into the penalty area, and they're forcing Scotland under a lot more pressure here, and the defence just having to slide in there and just prevent Germany from notching another goal here from close range after the ball was passed across the face of goal. The danger's still not over yet. Havertz tries to get the ball there just on the edge of the 6-yard area, but it's just out-muscled by the Scottish defender. But Germany regain possession once more. Wirtz this time on the right side here, now cutting back into the centre. Gross, about 40 yards out from goal, in the middle of play. Getting support from Cruz, now Rudiger. Germany just having so much of the ball right now, and Scotland having to soak up pressure once again. Kimmich. Finding support here from Gundogan. Rudiger. Now back out onto the right wing. Kimmich of Bayern Munich. Doesn't go for the cross yet. Passes to Rudiger. Very patient build-up play here from Germany. Scotland practically with all their outfield players now behind the ball. Cross comes in from the right wing. They've got a chance here to go for goal on the edge of the area. The shot is attempted in the end, but it's blocked immediately there by Scotland. But Germany regain possession immediately again. Wirtz, he could go for goal here from 30 yards out. And that's pretty poor in the end, though, from Wirtz. Not one of his better moments in this game. The ball goes a long way over the goal, so it's a brief form of respite there for Scotland. We'll just have a replay of when Musiala passed the ball across the face of goal. It actually comes off the keeper's foot. Angus Gunn could have gone anywhere, and Gundogan almost was able to put the rebound away, but it was a fantastic last-ditch challenge there from Callum McGregor to, well, keep the scoreline competitive, shall we say. Just like I said only a couple of minutes ago, it surely is a case now for Scotland of damage limitation after a brutal first half for the Tartan Army, where Germany dominated and were clinical. Rudiger, long ball this time from Germany. They've got a chance here, and Gunn is just able to win the ball though, ahead of Havertz. Good goalkeeping there from Gunn, who's had 1 or 2 hairy moments earlier on in this match, but that was better from Gunn. McTominay. Oh, and the ball, I think, has actually just been stopped here, so players stopped. I think Germany are actually going to bring another substitution on very soon. So that'll be their second substitution of the night. Both teams have made 1 substitution so far in this game. Just past the hour mark, into the 61st minute here, but no sign of the second sub yet for Scotland. We've just won a free kick, actually, and that's a booking here for Germany, and that's a booking for Jonathan Tah. So Tah has just got to be careful now for the remaining half an hour of this game. Slid in very late, 1-footed though, so definitely not a red, but it's a yellow card for that foul on Ryan Christie. So Jonathan Tah of Bayer Leverkusen there with the yellow card. Now it's a double substitution here. Looks as if it's going to be Füllkrug is coming on for Havertz. I think Leroy Sané is going to come on as well, of Bayern Munich, former Manchester City player as well. So we've seen plenty of games with Leroy Sané playing in the Premier League. So Nicholas Füllkrug has come on for Kai Havertz, and Florian Wirtz has been very impressive for me. He's come off, and Leroy Sané has come on. So Sané on for his 61st appearance for Germany. Füllkrug is on for his 17th. He's got a very good strike rate internationally. The Borussia Dortmund striker has scored 11 in 16. Of course, started his international career pretty late on. He's 31. And now Germany have actually gone very quickly on the break here. Kimmich just ripping through the Scottish defence down the middle. Instead, Germany have just had a chance there from only around 12 yards out. And Sane with practically his first touch of the ball. And he should have done better there. I'm not sure why he didn't take it with his right. Surely he would have had more conviction there if he'd actually buried the ball with his right foot instead of trying to cut the ball in slightly and side foot it with his left. And he didn't really get the conviction that he needed. And that was just straight at gun. Wasted opportunity there for Germany. But of course, you would think they can afford to have them with them being 3-0 up and a player up as well. So just in case you've missed it, it's a double substitution for Germany. Leroy Sané is on and almost scored within a minute of coming on, but went for goal with his left foot when he really should have gone with his right. And Nicholas Füllkrug, the 31-year-old Borussia Dortmund striker, has come on. So Kai Havertz off, as well as Florian Wirtz, who made his 19th appearance for Germany tonight and scored his second goal for the German national side. Kimmich, plenty of pressure again from Germany. Again, all of their outfield players now within the final third of the pitch from Germany's perspective. Scotland again having to soak up so much pressure with them being a man down as well, and it's across the face of goal there. It's forced to be headed away by Scotland. Tierney has to head the ball out for corner kick for Germany to take from the right wing, from the right corner quadrant. More and more pressure here from Germany as we approach the midway point of the second half. Plenty of bodies in the box here. It's going to be Toni Kroos to take them from the right corner quadrant. Scott Rudiger's just gone down actually. I think a bit of a to-do there with Aston Villa's John McGinn. Now the referee just going to have a few words with Rudiger and John McGinn, and they have a little handshake. Nice to see. So, take two for this corner kick then. Comes in, it's a good corner, only just headed away by Scotland, and then another long-range opportunity comes in from Germany, and that only just goes over the bar. Came in there from the number 18, Max Mittelstadt, the Stuttgart fullback. Only his fifth appearance for the German national side, 27-year-old. Had a great season with Stuttgart. Of course, they also finished above Bayern Munich in this season's Bundesliga season. Stuttgart finishing runners-up in the German Bundesliga. Now Scotland look ready to bring on a couple of substitutions themselves. Let's have a look who could well be coming on. So it looks as if Brighton's Billy Gilmore is going to come on, and I think possibly Kenny McLean of Norwich City as well. So they look to be the players that are going to come on shortly. Scotland have just won a free kick just to the right of the centre circle inside Germany's own half, or about 10 yards over the halfway line. With the ball, well, in a dead ball situation, Scotland can now make this double substitution. So Billy Gilmore is going to come on. He's going to come on for Callum McGregor. And John McGinn is also coming off. So John McGinn is coming off of Aston Villa. Callum McGregor, the Celtic midfielder, is coming off. And Billy Gilmore of Brighton and Hove Albion is coming on, as well as Scott McKenna, who's been playing for FC Copenhagen. Sorry, not Scott McKenna, my apologies. Kenny McLean, my apologies, for Norwich City, who makes his 40th appearance for the Tartan Army. So we're just waiting still for this free kick to come in. Now comes in, right into the penalty area. Little sneak of a chance there, but Germany is still able to head the ball away from danger. Just headed away there from Scotland's number 13, Jack Hendry. The defender coming up there for the possibility of a header on goal there from the set piece. You'd have to think that set pieces are going to be the only way, really, that Scotland have got realistically of trying to get back into this game. And now Germany have got a chance here. They've got the ball in from 15 yards out. It's Füllkrug. Oh, what a goal! What a goal from Füllkrug. And that is game, set and match for Germany. It's 4-0. Füllkrug on the counter. 15 yards out. Buries the ball into the top right-hand corner. And that is, surely now, that's game over. That's it as a contest. It is now a case of damage limitation for Scotland. This is surely going to be an emphatic opening game win for Germany in Euro 2024. In the tournament they're hosting, and what a finish from Füllkrug, the number 9. He's only been on 5 minutes. Oh, that is a beautiful strike. He hits that so sweetly. He manages to find a pocket of space and bang, straight into the top right-hand corner. Julian Nagelsmann loves it, and he's got pretty much everything he would have wanted out of this opening game for Germany. They've been fantastic. Scotland, don't want to be too harsh, but they have been very poor, it has to be said. And Germany are now in full-on cruise control mode. And as I've said probably about 5 times now, the key words now for Scotland are damage limitations. Of course, goal difference could be vital, because with the fact that you have 24 teams in this tournament, and you still, after the group stage, you go into a round of 16, you can finish 3rd in your group and still qualify if you're one of the 4 best 3rd place finishers out of the 6 groups. I know that's a little bit complicated, but yeah, that's why goal difference will be crucial, because if you finish on 3 points, so let's say if you win 1, lose 2 in your group, so you've got a chance of sneaking through as one of the best 3rd place teams. But if your goal difference is poor, it could easily cost you a place in the knockout round. And of course that is if Scotland were to win their next 2 games, which are against Hungary and Switzerland. But it's Füllkrug with Germany's 4th. That's the best goal of the tournament so far. We've already had 4 of them inside the opening 70 minutes of this tournament. That is a lovely, lovely strike. Let's see it again. We deserve to. Scotland just couldn't retain the ball inside their own penalty area after a quick spell of German counter-attack. And the ball barely moves in terms of like any spin. It's just hit so sweetly. There's barely any sort of like any spin or revolutions on the ball. It's hit like a bullet into the top right-hand corner. What a finish by Niklas Füllkrug, and that's his 12th goal for the German national team in just his 17th appearance. The 31-year-old, as I said before, introduced to the German international side pretty late on in his career, especially for a striker. And so with 20 minutes to go, well, just less than 20 minutes now, Scotland will just want to keep the score just down at 4-0, and if they can somehow, probably the best way through a set piece, just try and grab a consolation. But this is surely 3 points already signed, sealed and delivered for the host nation. Thomas Muller is going to be coming on then for Germany. This will be his 130th international cap for Germany, for the Bayern Munich and Germany legend. So yet another major tournament that Thomas Muller will be playing in, the 34-year-old, and yet still plays such an instrumental part for Germany and for Bayern Munich. He'll be coming on shortly when the ball next goes dead. Now into the 73rd minute. Now Sane, just on the right here, with only his second major touch of the ball after his first touch almost resulted in a goal within 60 seconds of him coming on. But he chose the wrong foot to shoot with, in my opinion, and should really have gone straight down the middle with his right rather than trying to guide the ball in and side foot it in with his left, and forced a fairly comfortable save for Angus Gunn. It's now another corner then for Germany, and got to say, I know Scotland have been poor, but I must say I am impressed with Germany. They'll, well, doubtless they're obviously going to come through tougher tests in this tournament, but they've been clinical, been very, very good in possession, and very much liked what I've seen. They've been fantastic. So Thomas Muller is coming on then, and he's going to come on for the goal scorer of the second goal of the night, Jamal Musiala, who's been excellent. So Musiala has gone off, and Thomas Muller comes on for another appearance in a major tournament. It's his 130th international cap. Now Germany take the corner quickly and short. Catch Scotland sleeping here. They could go for goal from 30 yards out. Instead, it's crossed in into the mixer inside the penalty area. And Scotland are really struggling here. Oh, and they've just managed to get a let off though. German player ruled to be offside. And so Angus Gunn, the goalkeeper, will take the free kick himself. And Julian Nagelsmann, as the camera pans back to him, he looks very, very satisfied with what he's seen. Unfortunately, the Tartan Army crowd look very, very despondent. It's been a humbling game for the Tartan Army here. Down 4-0, around 16 minutes left to play. Again, I don't think there'll be too much stoppage time, just because the only real breaks that we've had in play have been from the goals themselves and just any of the substitutions. So it's not been a bad-tempered game or particularly controversial game, so I don't think there'll be too much in the way of stoppage time. Just once we have a bit of a break or a bit of a respite in play in the tempo, we'll just run through all the games that are to come. So of course this is a festival of football that we've got coming up over the next month, exactly over the next 30 days. So we've got 3 games coming up for you, which of course we at Flash Score will be covering. We'll come on to that later though, as Germany have got another chance here as Niklas Füllkrug comes into the penalty area, beats his man. Oh, in the shot, it's just gone over the line, and Füllkrug has scored another. He's bagged 2 goals within 10 minutes of coming on as a substitute. His initial chance is blocked by Angus Gunn initially. The ball loops into the air, and then Füllkrug bundles the ball over the line, and it's 5-0 to Germany. And Scotland, well, if you're a Scottish fan listening to this, I'm afraid to say the Tartan Army are getting absolutely humbled here in this match. But there is a suspicion that Füllkrug could have been offside. I think VAR might have a look into that. It certainly won't win goal of the tournament if it stands. Just wonder if there is a suspicion that Füllkrug might have been offside. And it is given. I think it is off. VAR have actually ruled that Füllkrug is offside, and he is. You can just tell he's just half a yard off when you look back at the replay. It's actually an attempted clearance from Scotland's number 5, the substitute that came on, that comes back off the German forward. So it's Grant Hanley who kicked the ball against Niklas Füllkrug, and then it's the keeper's hand palms the ball right up into the air, and then Füllkrug eventually bundled the ball over the line, but it won't count because Füllkrug was offside. So it does remain Germany 4, Scotland 0. Scotland have just made another substitution here, and Scott McKenna has come on for his 36th Scotland appearance. Plays for FC Copenhagen in the Danish Superliga, the 27-year-old. So just to clarify, that effort there from Füllkrug, which was bundled over the line, it won't count, as Füllkrug was just half a yard offside. So the right decision was given in the end. So it is still Germany 4, Scotland 0. Wirtz, Musiala, Havertz and Füllkrug with the goals, and Füllkrug fought. He'd bagged a second within 10 minutes of coming on, but was undone in the end by the retrospective decision from VAR. Has to be said, it was a quick decision from VAR as well. We've not had much in the way of long stoppages or anything like that. So just while we can, we'll just have a quick run through then, just while Scotland are just trying to keep the ball for as long as they can. So 3 games to come up for you in Euro 2024 tomorrow. So 2 p.m. UK time, it's Hungary versus Switzerland. They're the other 2 teams in Group A. So Scotland, if they are to qualify from the knockouts, they're going to, well, surely they're going to need a win against at least either Hungary or Switzerland. Wins against both would surely do it, but of course their confidence will be massively rocked by what's happened here in the opening game. At 5 p.m. it's Croatia versus Spain. That should be a belter. And then at 8 p.m. it's Albania versus Italy. That should be a really good game too. Just back here in Munich, the ball steered into the penalty area in Germany. You've got a chance here through Thomas Muller, but the ball is just headed out of play for a corner kick here for Germany. So it's just cleared away actually from Robertson in the end. It was Muller's effort which looked to be going across the face of goal. Could have easily been hooked in from close range by a German player. Corner comes in then from the right from Tony Cruz. Headed away initially by Scotland. And then 20-yard effort goes miles over the bar there from Mittelstadt. Just apologies there for the rather dry throat. Yeah, full crew. We're just seeing the evidence of how VAR came to their decision, and full crew was just half a yard offside, so it was the correct decision. So just a reminder then for tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time, Hungary versus Switzerland, and then we've got all 4 teams in action in Group B at 5 p.m. Croatia versus Spain, and then at 8 p.m. the evening game is Albania versus Italy. Should be an interesting game that. Another substitution then for Germany. Tony Cruz has come off and Emre Can, the former Liverpool player, is on. So Emre Can on for the last 10 minutes of the game. Currently with Borussia Dortmund, the 30-year-old. He's making his 44th appearance for the German national side. And now Germany breaking again down the left wing. Cross comes in. Scotland coming under a lot of pressure here, and they're just somehow able to keep the score at 4-0. I don't know how it wasn't finished away by Germany. It's a lovely cross that came in there, and it just somehow evaded Gundogan. The ball just ended up going behind him. Scotland will bring on another sub now. Let's have a look here. Ryan Christie is coming off. He's had a hard shift for his 50th appearance for the national side. Been very isolated up front, but Lawrence Shankland is coming on to make his 12th appearance for the Scottish senior team. Plays for Hearts in the SPL. So Shankland's coming on for the last 10 minutes or so. So, final throw of the dice then for Scotland as they just try and keep the score as respectable as possible, and just if they can from somewhere grab a consolation goal. Just breaking free and finding a bit of space inside Germany's own half here. Ball comes in from the right of centre, but it's easily dealt with by Germany, who of course have had the extra man for a long time now, bordering on 40 minutes now that they've had the extra man, and now Germany can go very quickly on the counter here. Leroy Sané cutting in from the right wing into the centre of play, now into the penalty area, but is crowded out there by 3 separate Scottish players. Good defending there from Scotland. Long ball from Scotland, and Rudiger collects the ball inside Germany's own half. Quick 1-2 with Neuer. Now onto Germany's left wing. Of course, Germany are able to dictate the tempo of the game at will. Scotland will be pretty tired out now after having a man less than the hosts for up to about 40 minutes now. Sané just finding some support from Kimmich. Now Sane again, he goes for goal from 20 yards, but that's straight at Angus Gunn in goal. That's a comfortable save for Gunn to make. So 83rd minute, 7 minutes of normal time to go. Still 4-0 to Germany. It was struck fairly well from Sane, that effort there from around 19-20 yards, but it was straight at Gunn in goal, and fairly simple save for Gunn to make. Incredibly, in terms of pass accuracy in the whole game, Germany have achieved 94% of accurate passes. So every pass that Scotland have attempted, 94% of them in this game have been successful in going to a fellow German player. That's phenomenal, it has to be said. Germany again breaking down the left end. Mittelstadt across the face of goal, but that's well grounded by the Scottish defence, and they kick the ball away long. They're just doing all they can just to try and prevent any more goals from being conceded here. Gross, just on the outskirts of the centre circle. Now to the right wing, Sane. Got plenty of time, plenty of space, and he's going to run at his marker here. When is he fouled there by Robertson once he gets into the penalty area? No foul given. I think that's going to be a goal kick then for Angus Gunn to take from Scotland. Just have another look at the replay there. Yeah, I think that's the correct decision. No foul. So the question now is, does Germany just play out time here? Just play out for a comfortable 4-0 victory, or do they go for it one more time and try and extend their lead by one more? At the moment they're going to go for the latter. Sane breaking from the right into the centre. He goes for goal from 25 yards out. He struck it viciously, but in the end still about 5 yards over the bar. Going into this game, I think Scotland were 1 win in 8. So they did win their most recent game, but that was, with all due respect, it was only against the European minnows Gibraltar. But then again, Gibraltar in their game before that did hold Wales to a 0-0 draw. It's a pretty remarkable result there for the tiny state of Gibraltar, Principality. So Scotland beat Gibraltar 2-0, but before that, I think it was a run of 7 games in a row where they hadn't won in competitive games or in friendlies. That also included a defeat against fellow home nation Northern Ireland as well. So some despondent faces in there. As you can imagine, the game is sort of petering out a little bit now. Obviously, everyone knows Germany have got 3 points secured. One more win against Hungary or Switzerland will surely book Germany's spot in the knockout rounds. Free kick though for Scotland, and it actually takes a deflection and it's gone in. Scotland have got a goal. It's 4-1 here, and it's a deflection off Rudiger that's landed into the back of the net here, and the Tartan Army crowd, well, they've had nothing to shout about all game, and fair play to them. They're going absolutely crazy. Scotland have managed to get a goal. Just trying to see who was the last Scottish player to get a touch. So it was a free kick from the left wing from about 40 yards out. Now I think that have to be given as an own goal here. Yeah, definitely. It's a complete fluke of a goal. Let's just see who was the last Scottish player to actually touch the ball here. It was the number 26, so it was McKenna, but it was an attempted headed pass across the face of goal. It loops off the head of Rudiger, and the ball flies over Neuer's head, over the line, and into the back of the net. So, incredibly, Scotland do have their goal, but it is surely a consolation. VAR are actually just checking this. Got to be honest, I'm not too sure why. Can't see that there was an offside or anything like that. Well, you would hope from Scotland's perspective it is given. Oh, and it is. So the VAR check already over, so the goal stands. Got to be honest, I'm not sure why it was even being checked, but yeah, it's a fortuitous goal, a fluke of a goal, but Scotland, you'd have to be, you've got to say, we'll just take anything they can from this game. So Scotland have their first goal of the tournament, but it's come from Antonio Rudiger. So it's certainly an annoying goal for Germany to have conceded, as they've been put under barely any pressure from Scotland all game. But yeah, a fortuitous goal, very unfortunate from Rudiger's perspective. It just ricocheted off his head, looped over Neuer's head and into the back of the net. So in the 88th minute, it's now Germany 4, Scotland 1. As Germany aren't done yet. Mittelstadt, Gross, 25 yards out from the left of centre, finds support again. Gross, ball in from the left of centre, that's nice, finds Sane on the opposite flank, takes his time. Gundogan, back to Sane, got plenty of time to deal with here, he's got some space as well. Rudiger, 30 yards out, Chan. Now Tar. Could have gone for a long-range shot, decided against it. Almost all of Scotland's players here are inside their own penalty area. That's how much attacking intent Germany still have. They're looking for a fifth. Ball goes out of play. For a throw-in then, for Scotland to take. Just seeing the replay there from an opposite angle, so the last touch from Scotland, it came from Scott McKenna, but it was clearly, it was not meant to be an effort on goal. It was an attempt at a headed pass across the face of goal, ended up hitting Rudiger, and the ball just looped over Neuer's head and into the net, so has to be given as an own goal there. And that's made it 4-1, so Scotland have been well beaten in this game, but a little something at least to cheer about, and it brings the losing deficit back to 3. We're in stoppage time then. Just waiting to see confirmation of exactly how much stoppage time will be played. I've not seen it yet, but we're within the first minute of stoppage time now. So at half-time the score was 3-0. Now it's 4-1, so 3 minutes have been added on, and we're just coming towards the end of the first minute of additional time now. So just 2 minutes to go then for Scotland to try and limit the damage and keep this now to a 3-goal losing margin. Germany with all the possession, Sane, now Kimmich on the right flank. Back to Sane, about 35 yards out. In the right of centre. Now Germany switch it to the left. Mittelstadt. Gross. Lofted ball in. Coming under some pressure there for Scotland, but they're able to deal with it through Robertson. But the danger's still not over yet. Kimmich with the ball right on the byline here on the right flank. Tar. Now Gross. Mittelstadt. Gross again, just coming under some pressure there. From the Scottish number 9, from Lawrence Shankland. Rudiger. Now back to the right wing. Kimmich again. Sane, who's been lively since coming on, post-Scotland problems. Could have had a goal within the first minute of coming on. Around about 10 minutes into the second half. Chan. Gundogan. Tar could have gone for goal from 30 yards out, decided against it. Of course, all of Scotland's players inside their own penalty area again, apart from Shankland, and he is still in the D. That's how pushed back Scotland are right now. Germany have got one more chance, you think, here. They've gone for goal. They found the goal. It's 5-1. And Emre Can is the goal scorer of the 5th goal here for Germany. And you have to say it's been coming. Emre Can, I was just about to say one more chance here, surely for Germany. And it was a lovely finish from 18 yards out, from the edge of the area. And Chan has put that one away. 5-1. You'd have to say it is deserved. Germany have completely dominated this game. Scotland's only goal did come from rather fortuitous circumstances with the own goal. But Emre Can had space. Oh, sorry, it's actually a bit further away from goal than what I thought. It's actually from the edge of the D, so just over 20 yards out, maybe about 22. It's a lovely finish. Side foots it in with his right foot into the bottom corner. It just gets a little touch from Angus Gunn, but he can't keep the ball out, and it's not his fault for this one. And that is 5-1 to Germany, and that is full time. Literally had kick-off, and the referee blew the full-time whistle immediately after the game, kicked back off after that goal. So with basically the last kick of the game, Emre Can gets a 5th goal for Germany. It is deserved, you've got to say. Germany completely bossed this game, even when it was 11 against 11. And it's a very humbling opening game defeat for the Tartan Army. So Germany found themselves 3-0 up then at half-time. Florian Wirtz with the opening goal, Jamal Musiala with the second. Then Germany were awarded a spot kick after Ryan Porteous got himself sent off with a 2-footed challenge. He was shown a straight red. Kai Havertz converted. And then Germany went 4-1 up with about 20 minutes to go. That was through Nicholas Fulcrew. That was the best goal of the night. Lashed home from 15 yards out. That was absolutely excellent. That was the best goal, I think. Then Scotland got a consolation goal in the 85th minute. An own goal from Antonio Rudiger. Very fortuitous goal from Scotland's perspective, but they'll take what they can from that game. But that still wasn't the last goal of the match, with virtually the last kick of the game, Emre Can with a